A man married for over 8 years got cheated on. Don't miss out on the story and all Redditors' comments. Wife of 8 years cheated on me. Me, 26 minutes. 26 minutes and my wife. The Fahrenheits have been together for 8 years, and married for 5. I recently lost my job due to illness, and my wife, stay-at-home wife for all that time. She recently got a job a month ago, and I have already found text messages between her and her manager saying they've been kissing and how much they like and just want to be around each other all the time. I confronted her about it, and she says nothing is going on, that she doesn't want him in that way, but I am having a hard time believing anything she is saying. She says, I'm the one that's doing too much, but I don't know anymore. Can anyone give me some good advice about what I should do or how I should go about it? Do women usually leave when their husband is going through a tough time? JJ Butker, do not continue with her. I repeat, do not continue with her. If you are sure about what you saw in those messages, then you have to move on. Your ex doesn't love you. If she really loved you, she wouldn't be fooling around with another man, bruh. Get her life together and move on, as difficult as it might seem. I bet her gonna find another wife. But RN, get or shut together and have fun with the world. Do some activities you usually don't do. Get out of that box and see how beautiful life is. Those feelings that you say, and I quote, aren't going to fade away. She doesn't even deserve that. Love is about trust, and if you can't trust for obvious reasons, then my friend or heart is in the wrong place. I suggest you block her and try to communicate with her with a family member that supports you, since you too had kids. Blocking people who damages our mental health is correct. Now, try to be a good dad with you or kids and go meet some new PPL and adventures. PRB, bottom line, she probably slept with him. And if she did, you don't take her back. I would report the relationship to her HR depth, and they will both likely get fired. That may not end the affair, but you can bet it's still happening now. Tell her if she can prove they never had any sexual contact at all, you will give her another chance. When she asks how she could do, they tell her you will schedule her for a polygraph. If she passes, great. If not, you divorce her and send copies of the results to her family. See if she is willing to put up or shut up. Mango Saint Juice, she said it's just a kiss. Nope, do not accept that bullshit, LOL. You need to separate from her for a while. Either ask her leave or go stay at a friend or a relative, or at least stop sleeping on the same bed as her. Whether you divorce her or try to work it out, you have to stop treating her the same as before you found out. That way she can truly understand that she fucked up. I'm telling you, if you act the same, or if you go along with whatever BS she comes up, or give in to her demands to rug sweep the situation, or worse, do the pick-me dance, she's going to continue and take the affair farther. Cultured gentleman. If you want solid evidence, then apologize to her and leave it alone for a week, and then take out a loan or get a new credit card and use it to hire a person whose job it is to gather information on cheating spouses, if you know what I mean. Even if you're in a no-fault state, it could affect spousal support payments. If not, then prepare for more gaslighting and paranoia until she gets sloppy, hopefully, or just straight up tells you she's leaving you. Thank your mouth to God's ears. Yeah. She was opportunistic, and you did fulfill that need she had, but hooking up that fast with the manager of her new job? She was hunting as soon as she hit the job market. And let's be real, adults don't kiss behind the bleachers and leave it at that. Any kiss between adults, even more so when one is married, is establishing the foundation for sex as soon as possible. They didn't hold hands first or pass notes. Oftentimes that first kiss in while getting the clothes off for the first fuck. She's trying to leave you and lying to you about what you found. She has almost no respect for you and does not fear you at all. Either she doesn't care if you leave or is confident she can walk all over for you. Either way, she'll never respect you enough to be faithful. If you take her back, she will know she can do it again. Women don't respect men who give them a second chance, and women don't stay with someone they don't respect. Danik, my heart breaks for you, but consider yourself luck this didn't hit you at 42 after years of marriage and leave you paying her over the next 20 years. Small thing to call silver lining when you have so many heartfelt memories and thought this was the rest of your life. But clearly she's not a good person, at least not right now. This was going to happen at some point because of who she is. You're getting off that ride early and can go find the one who the rest of your life. Still shitty to go through. You'll be better, but have to go through some suck to get there. Mango Saint Juice, she said, is just a kiss? Nop, do not accept that bullshit, lol. You need to separate from her for a while. Either ask her leave, or go stay at a friend or a relative. Or at least stop sleeping on the same bed as her. Whether you divorce her or try to work it out, you have to stop treating her the same as before you found out. That way she can truly understand that she fucked up. I'm telling you, if you act the same, or if you go along with whatever BS she comes up, or give in to her demands to rug sweep the situation, or worse, do the pick-me dance, she's going to continue and take the affair farther. Cultured gentlemen, if you want solid evidence, then apologize to her and leave it alone for a week, and then take out a loan or get a new credit card and use it to hire a person whose job it is to gather information on cheating spouses, if you know what I mean. Even if you're in a no-fault state, it could affect spousal support payments. If not, then prepare for more gaslighting and paranoia until she gets sloppy, hopefully, or just straight up tells you she's leaving you. Thanik your mouth to God's ears, yeah. She was opportunistic, and you did fulfill that need she had, but hooking up that fast with the manager of her new job? She was hunting as soon as she hit the job market. And let's be real, adults don't kiss behind the bleachers and leave it at that. Any kiss between adults, even more so when one is married, is establishing the foundation for sex as soon as possible. They didn't hold hands first or pass notes. Oftentimes that first kiss in while getting the clothes off for the first fuck. She's trying to leave you and lying to you about what you found. She has almost no respect for you and does not fear you at all. Either she doesn't care if you leave or is confident she can walk all over for you. Either way, she'll never respect you enough to be faithful. If you take her back, she will know she can do it again. Women don't respect men who give them a second chance. And women don't stay with someone they don't respect. Thanik, my heart breaks for you, but consider yourself luck. This didn't hit you at 42 after years of marriage and leave you paying her over the next 20 years. Small thing to call silver lining when you have so many heartfelt memories and thought this was the rest of your life, but clearly she's not a good person. At least not right now. This was going to happen at some point because of who she is. You're getting off that ride early and can go find the one who the rest of your life. Still shitty to go through. You'll be better, but have to go through some suck to get there. F-Smerts, you cannot unlock it. The moderators lock it, as each sub has its own set of operating policies and scope. That's why I suggest posting in the Infidelity sub, because at this point your situation seems to fit. Is that just an excuse? 100% trying to shift blame to you for her cheating. This is known as blame shifting in the cheater's handbook. That's also not being remorseful. If her trust was broken 2 years ago, then she should have resolved that with you during counseling. And if that didn't work, then she should have pursued divorce. If she's been behaving like a loving spouse during this time, until her caper with lover boy, while harboring these deep resentments, then she's never been wholly honest with you, let alone happy. In this light, her recent proclamations of love to this lad should be taken at face value, seriously, and her threatening self-damage should be viewed as a component of a mental health collapse. Make sure she gets psychiatric care, and then you'll have other decisions to make. Smerts, you are welcome. To this moment she has extreme regret. I think you need to be able to discern in her behavior whether she is feeling regret or remorse. The rules here prohibit posting links, but you should research the difference between the two. Regret has to do with wishing you hadn't taken a particular action. In her case, it's the consequences, both to your relationship, but I would think she regrets how she is now perceived by the school and community. If anyone saw them kissing, they would not interrupt, and they would gossip. Just her being up there with him is enough to wag tongues plenty. Remorse involves admitting one's own mistakes and taking responsibility for one's actions. It very much seems like she is holding your past gambling problems as that which pushed her to behaving badly. That's not remorse, it's justifying cheating. If she's focused on her own pain rather than yours, it's not remorse. That's feeling sorry you were caught. That's feeling rotten because her fantasy love life with the young man has been busted after only some kissing. You both have a lot of work ahead of you. James, hey, Op, sorry about you, what's happening? There's no such thing as a kiss between adults being innocent. If your wife is concerned about preservation of marriage, she needs to quit immediately. And you need to contact the owner of the business and let them know what's happening between your wife and manager. Also, what's the story with the manager? Does he have OBs? If so, contact OBs and let them know. You need to control the narrative here. Let members of both sides of the family know what's going on. Do not let her gaslight you. Well, I'm not sure exactly what you want to do here, but under no circumstances you move from residence. You'll ask her either to leave or sleep in a separate room. If you're planning to reconcile, you'll need to set boundaries she must adhere to. Her phone and locations must be open and on. Absolutely North Carolina with the AP, and she needs to let you know where is going and where. I wish you luck, brother, and take care. Deleted user. Okay, let's not do that bullshit. Women and men and others leave when times get hard, so let's not sit there and make like it's just women. As well as, would you like me to tell you a possible reason she is? Because you all were children when you got together, and she knows no one but you as well as she doesn't know what it is to be single and an adult. You all need to get a divorce. Know your worth, you read what you read and you saw what you saw. She's a coward, and instead of her not disrespecting you and just asking you for a divorce, she'd rather cheat and be even more disgusting. Do not stay, there is no working it out. Pack your stuff and go back and live with your parents or with friends or family till you can get on your feet. You will never be able to trust her, so why waste your and her time, energy, and life? Odessa good one she coupled with you when she was a child. You are most likely the only man she's known. You get sick, and she is thrown into a completely different scenario than what she has had for all of her adult life. She literally doesn't know how to be around men who aren't you or family. That and the physical health of your relationship is on her. Now, this is likely her first real job. She is not going to be perfect at adult socialization straight into the workplace from the kitchen. The fact that you're snooping the moment when she is not at your beck and call is telling. Listen, being sick and losing your job is life-changing. It is easy to fall down the rabbit hole of self-pity and jealousy. Resist that temptation. Take this time to deepen your relationship with your wife. Talk to her like she is a strong, loving woman who has stepped up. That deserves some respect and conversation, not accusation. The bros in this forum, usually teens, would have you believe that you should punish her. If you do that, the only punishment that will be experienced will be when she drops you off at the SSI office and drops divorce papers on your lap. Fake it, young man, because compared to me, that's what you are as a woman who has been in a relationship for 26 years. Let me assure you that you didn't lose a thing. Right now it feels that way. Right now it feels like you want to cry and get angry and fight all of the above. However, give yourself a little bit of time to heal, especially since you are dealing with health issues. At the age you were too young to be married, maybe 50, 60 years ago, yes. But in today's society, no. I don't recommend for any young man to get married before he's 35, and a woman should be at least 27 to 2008. Only then are we done with all the B. Only then, until we realize how precious the person standing in front of us is. Unfortunately, we find out too late most of the time. I want to congratulate you and have the balls to leave and stick to it. That takes a lot, especially when you do have children. You are nobody's doormat. No matter what she was going through, she should have broken up with you first. When I used to tell my husband women are evil, he never understood until now, decades later, when he has seen people we know do some shady S. With that in mind, you are going to be fine. She is going to have trouble finding someone. A man always wants you when you're married and knows that you're going to go home to somebody so he doesn't have a headache. Trust and believe me, that man doesn't want her now that you're gone. Just make sure you don't want her back and don't ever forget it. Forgiveness is one thing that's for you, forgetting is another she can forget about you forgetting. Looking forward to the update on your new wedding in the next 10 years? Good luck, young man. Sincerely, an old woman deleted user. First of all, let me say that both of you are extremely young, and that definitely plays a part in this and her behavior. You guys married very young, especially for this generation. I'm thinking there might be a religious reason involved, but I'm not sure. Anyway, do not stand for this. Do not let her gaslight you like that. You need to sit down and have a serious conversation with her and tell her to tell you the truth, or you'll get up and walk away. She is clearly not telling you everything you need to know. A happy wife doesn't just kiss strangers after being married for 3 years without there being a serious problem in the relationship for her. Maybe she has lost excitement with you and is seeking it out elsewhere. In fact, that seems blatantly obvious. I don't want to give you false hope, but maybe you can rekindle something. But honestly, dude, I was cheated on brutally by my now ex-GF of 2 years in February. And let me tell you, by the time something like this has happened, it's already too late. Smiley, what she did was unforgivable, but at the same time, I don't know what to say. From 15 to till now, the only person she has been with is you, and whatever she had experienced, was only with you. There's an age for everything, whether it's about first crush, one-sided love, and the first guy to be with. You had been there all along, but you shouldn't have get married this early when you haven't experienced anything yet. There's more to life than love and sex. You should have been patient and let each other experience life has to offer as lovers, not married partners. You mentioned you have 2 kids as well. Gosh, you both are still kinda in a newly bloomed phase. Why do you had to take the risk getting pregnant, have kids this early? Life wasn't going anywhere. You both could have taken your time to know each other more in a mature level. Now those 2 might have to suffer without a reason. You have been her whole all along, and you had been the breadwinner since you both got the baby, so I guess. She doesn't know the real outside world. It's very new and unfamiliar for her. And now you are sick and can't work, so she has no choice but step up for you and the kids. She got the job, but the AP is one of those fuckers who take advantage of the weaks, or he might not. We don't if it was a fair or the predator found the prey. She might have resisted first, but as he carried on, she felt something new that she have never felt before. She might have never been courted before by other men, and now when someone is doing it makes her feels excited, and eventually it happened. They kissed, just what you know, and also she admitted to only accused allegations. We don't know if they had done more. The tiger has tasted the blood, so it might hunt. She might do it openly or stealthily, no one knows. She might stop herself for the sake of your family, but I doubt, especially when looking at how inexperienced she is because you got married early. What she did was wrong, and I condemn her for it. You both are young, and you might try to make things work from now on. However, first have a serious talk with her and get a confession of the real truth. If she still denies, then you might better be alone than being with her. Besides, she clearly don't feel any guilt or remorse. Therefore, she didn't took your confrontation seriously and just feign ignorance like it was just a kiss. Chill. She clearly doesn't respect you or your feelings. Cheaters will always be cheaters no matter what you do and how miserable you make them feel. Regardless of having kids and a husband, she did an unforgivable thing while not feeling an ounce of guilt. Confront her again and make her spill the truth. And regardless of the outcome, I would recommend you to split up, unless she's ready to work through and make amends. Think about your kids and yourself, and ask yourself, can you work through? Do not miss out. Like and subscribe, or don't.